Recently, Brawlhalla added new rewards for everyone who hits level 50 with any given legend, which is a legend title. Today, I'm going to be going through and fixing these titles. Going in alphabetical order, we start with Ada, the Ghost in the Machine. The correct title is The Detroit Become Human. I know I've called her a Cyberpunk 2077 character before, but I think it's funnier as Detroit Become Human.
Is there anything you'd like to know about me?
Hell no. Well, yeah. Why do they make you look so goofy and give you that weird voice?
CyberLife androids are designed to work harmoniously with humans.
Well, that's f***ed up.
Arcadia, the Fairy Queen. Correction, the better Yumiko. Listen, all I'm saying is, if you main Arcadia and you don't use D-Sig at least 50 times per game, are you really playing Arcadia? Artemis, the Answer. Correction, the Side Sig. Azuri, the Night Stalker. Correction, the Furry. But I would also accept the legend people use when they want to tell everyone that they play Brawlhalla all day and the only validation they get in life is winning games with experimental off players who are really just trying to play the game for fun and not take it seriously. But you know, either one works. Azoth, the One-Man Dynasty. Correction, the Broken. And when I say broken, I don't mean like balance-wise, I mean it is literally broken. This side sig should not work this way. Barraza, Diesel Heart. Correction, the Diesel Heart. You might be slightly confused with this one, and yes, I'm aware I barely changed it. I'm not going crazy. Potentially. See, pretty much every other title has the in front of it, except for a select few, so this is how we're gonna fix them. We just gotta make them all uniform with the in front of it. Bodvar, the Unconquered Viking. Correction, the default. Let's be honest, if you got Bodvar all the way to level 50, you probably saw he was the mascot of the game and wanted to play him solely for that reason. Or you're a Java fan. Bryn, Chooser of the Slain. Correction, the reason for suffering. According to her lore, Bryn was the one who brought Teros into Valhalla. Caspian, the Master Thief. Correction, none, actually. I think this is pretty accurate considering all the times he's robbed me of my stock with those signatures. Cassidy, the Marshal of the Old West. Correction, the Delay Ensig. If you've ever fought a Cassidy player, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Cross, the Dealmaker. Correction, the Sopranos.
Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
Diana, the Monster Hunter. Correction, the Tryhard. Seriously, Diana players are some of the scariest people in the game. They play like the hardest legend in Brawlhalla, so they're not playing around. Dusk, the Renegade Sorcerer. Correction, the Unnoticed Top Tier. I know Java plays Dusk, but besides him, there is nobody that's touching this legend, and yet he's still top tier. Ember, the Fangwild's daughter. Correction, the Bird. This one actually has a double meaning. It both represents this bird that comes out during the Ensig, and also what I want to give all Ember players. Fate. Hey guys, post-recording Tripped here. So it turns out that during the recording, while I was using the Brawlhalla fandom titles page, they forgot to add Ezio's for some reason. So I don't know what his title is, but I do know what the correction's gonna be, and that is The Neglected. Fate, the Star Speaker. Correction, none. I mean, it's not because it's a good title or anything, I just don't have anything better. Nash, the First Real Man. Correction, the First Real Furry. Okay, I know I called Azuri a furry earlier, but let's be honest, that second title is way more fitting. Plus, Nash just fits the part of a furry. He's got the costume on, he's ugly as hell, I mean, he's just got it down pat, so good job Nash, you get the role as the actual furry. Hattori, Demon Bride. Correction, the Demon Bride. Once again, I don't know why we're not putting the in front of it. BMG's acting like it takes hours to write out a 3-letter word.
Done. Now let's see how it looks so far.
Isaiah, the Specialist. Correction, the Worst. He's just the worst legend in the game. I don't know what else to say here. Jaeun, the Sellsword. Correction, the worst part of 2020. COVID was bad and all, but watching Jaeun become the Steve of Brawlhalla was just agony.
Leave me alone!
Akira!
Jala, the Unbroken. Correction, none. because Jalla's never been broken, so you know what? That works. Jiro, the Shogun's Shadow. Correction, the ninja. I don't know, I just think ninja sounds cooler. Not to be confused with that ninja, though. Actually, fun fact, I met Ninja once at a convention. I was in like 8th grade, and I was mostly there to see Dr. Lupo, but dang, I was a nervous little fanboy.
I'm here at the Tampa Con, and here I am with Dr. Lupo and Ninja. What's up, man?
The f*** you say to me, you little shit?
Kaya, the natural. Correction, the middle schooler. For those that don't know, yes, she is canonically 14 years old. Actually, that means she's the same age that I was when I met Dr. Lupo and Ninja. That is weird to think about. I don't like that. Koji, the Wanderer. Correction, none. Yeah, just like Fate, I don't have anything good for this, so this is just gonna get a pass. Core, the Boulder. Correction, the Rock. Lin Fei, the Teacher. Correction, the... what? Since when is Lin Fei a teacher? How does that fit in? I mean, I guess it's somewhere in this lore, but am I really gonna be bothered to read Lin Fei's lore? I mean, there's not even Subway Surfers gameplay at the bottom. What do you think this is, the pre-TikTok era? There's no such thing as attention spans anymore. Loki, the Mastermind. Correction, the Snake Charmer. Honestly, that title paints a much different picture than what Loki actually is, but it still works. Lucian, the Highwayman. Correction, the Weird Laugh. Lucian. Magyar, the Spectral Guardian. Correction, the Bad Living Situation. In case you're unaware, Magyar is the combination of 100 souls that live inside of that armor. Can you imagine having to share a house with 99 other people? Like, that electric bill must be awful. Mako, the Shark. Correction, none, because this one's pretty much a factual statement. It is a shark. Mirage, the Dune Weaver. Correction, the Sandman. I mean, I guess Mirage isn't a man, but hey, you know what? It's 2024. She could be a man for all we know, so this one does work. Mordex, the Ravenous. Correction, the Plague. There's so many of them. They'll never leave. They'll never go away. There's so many. Please go away, go away, go away! Munin, the Raven. Correction, the Lazy. Okay, this one has nothing to do with Munin herself, but like, look at this. They took Mordex's title and subtracted 3 letters from it, and we're like, yeah, there you go. I mean, come on. You're telling me you guys couldn't be bothered to add 3 letters in the front of some of these titles, like the, but you could subtract 3 letters from Mordex's and make a whole new title? Okay, BMG. Queen Nai, the Jaguar Queen. Correction, the Signature Queen. The Heartstuck Golds and Silvers are punching the air right now. Nyx, Freelance Reaper. Correction, the Fiverr Reaper. No, seriously, it's hilarious to think about Nyx having her own gig on Fiverr. Like, I will kill someone for you, starting at $5. Yeah, I don't think that one would last long on Fiverr. Onyx, the Gargoyle. Correction, none. Just like Mako's, this is a factual statement, so I can't really fix this. Orion, the Mysterious Stranger. Correction, the Yellow Man. At this point, I think Orion's official name should just be the Yellow Man. It works too well. Petra, the Darkheart. Correction, the potential Dragon Ball crossover. Come on, guys. If you can get the license for Disney characters, then surely you can get some Dragon Ball characters too. Ragnir, the Dragon. Correction, none, because once again, it's a factual statement. Rayman, the Champion of the Glade of Dreams. Correction, the why is this so f***ing long? Red Raptor, the Last Sentai. Correction, the Power Ranger. I don't think I have to elaborate on this one, he is literally a Power Ranger. Reno, the Bounty Hunter. Correction, the Bipedal Cricket. Well, I guess he's not actually a cricket, he's technically a chitinoid, but what in the world is a chitinoid? Scarlet, Lady Necessity. Correction, the Incorrect. It literally says on the Wikipedia page that Lady Necessity is the title that it gives, but I've seen someone in-game with the Da Vinci of Steam. Yes, I know, Da Vinci? But yeah, no, I've seen someone with the Da Vinci of Steam, so I know it's wrong. I don't know why it is, but it is. Sentinel, the Hammer of Justice. Correction, the Guitars of Justice, because 99% of Sentinel players only want to use his guitars, and the 1% that preferred his hammer was me. And I don't even play Sentinel anymore, so I guess it's 100% now. Dang. 7. The Freeheart Engineer. Correction, the Chat GPT. If the first sentient AI isn't like 7, then I don't want it. Actually, scratch that. I don't want sentient AI at all, but it's gonna come no matter what, so at least make it friendly. Sidra, the Corsair Queen. Correction, the Ensig. Oh yes, lots and lots of Ensigs. Sir Roland, the Scarlet Lion. Correction, the Chin. Teros, the Minotaur. Correction, the Disappointment. This one isn't even describing Teros, it's actually describing its players.
Go! You know my son! Go! Don't come back!
Tezca, the Luchador. Correction, the WWE Crossover Part 3. Thatch, the Madman of Barbados. Correction, the Glass Cannon. I mean, theoretically, if you never get hit, Thatch is a pretty decent legend, but everyone knows if you get hit once with Thatch, you're dead. Thea, the Speedster. Correction, none. Because yeah, this pretty accurately describes what she is. Thor, the God of Thunder. Correction, also none, because that is exactly what he is. Ulgrim, the Unyielding Anvil. Correction, the Wheelchair, because that's exactly what Ulgrim players use him as. Val, the Weapon. Correction, none, because that title is actually sick. Like, I would not want to change that for anything. Vector, the Superbot. Correction, the Autobot. If you're gonna go that close to Transformers, you might as well take the full leap. Vivi, the Deadly Dancer. Correction, the Unbalanced. I don't mean this in a she's broken type of way, I mean she has literally been unbalanced since her release, which was like a month ago. Like, geez, at this rate, we're gonna get GTA 6 before a Vivi balance patch. Volkov, the Vampire King. Correction, none, because that's a pretty accurate description. Lord Vrax, the Despotic. What does that even mean? Okay, apparently it's synonymous with tyrannical, so as accurate as that is, I still want to say the correction is the Sig Spammer. Wushang, the Traveler. Correction, the Old Man. Because, yeah, he's an old man. I don't think I had to explain that. Zol, the Iron Commander. Correction, the Strength Stance. Because no one in the history of Brawlhalla has ever played Zol without the Strength Stance. Yumiko, the Kitsune. Correction, the D-Sig. There's pretty much no such thing as a Yumiko player that doesn't use 100 D-Sigs per match. And finally, we have Zariel, the Celestial. Correction, the question mark, because their gender is literally unknown.